What's up, ladies and gentlemen, it's Dan the Bugman here, and in today's video, I'm going to be showing you how I took a brand new pest control company up to $1 million in sales in just a 3-year period. In today's video, I'm not going to be getting down into the super minute details about how you should do this marketing or how you should hire this person or how you should do this pest control service, but instead, I'm going to be sharing with you my overall big picture on how a pest control company or any service industry company should be ran in order to achieve outstanding similar results that I achieved with this company over the past 3 years. First, I'm going to be sharing with you the specific month by month sales numbers to show you exactly how we grew every single month. So that's going to be really cool to see. And then I'm going to explain to you my overall business strategy and why I think this company was so successful and how you can copy the exact same thing I did in order to achieve similar results. I'm going to go over how we implemented internal sales and external sales. I'm going to go over how we optimized and made our company efficient and the core of our company very solid before we started to expand and try to increase sales. Really, guys, I'm going to just show you some of the really cool details about the success that I had with this company. So thank you guys so very much for watching. Let's go ahead and get into it, but please guys, it helps me out so much. If you'll just take a brief second just to smash the like button, it will help me out tremendously. Thank you so much. Now let's go ahead and get into the juicy part about this pest control company. The first thing I want to go over is the exact month by month sales. This is 3 years worth of sales, and we reached $1 million just recently. So I wanted to share with you the success and the slow, steady growth that we experienced in this time frame. So on the screen, guys, I'm going to go ahead and pop up this graph with some numbers here. This company was purchased in March of 2020, so right in the middle of the crazy COVID era, with an estimated sales of $300,000. So that's where we're going to start. And I'm sorry I didn't get to this earlier in the video, guys, but this company did not start from zero. We started with an estimated revenue of $300,000. This company was purchased from the previous pest control owners, so that's where we're going to start March of 2020 with an estimated annual sales of $300,000. Each month here on the graph, I'm going to show you exactly our sales for that month. So for example, guys, the first month we were in business, we opened the doors March 1st, and those first 30 days of March, our company did about $48,000 worth of sales. March, April, May, June, July, August, guys, as you will see in the pest control industry, that spring and summer time frame, those are the big dollars, and then they drop again in the winter. So let's quickly go over the first year. April was $53,000. May was $60,000, September down to $45,000, October we're starting to dip down into the cooler months, about $42,000, November also about $42,000, and December we finished off the year with $34,000 in December. And then we have a couple more of those really slow winter months, $29,000 and $36,000 in February of 2021. So that's the first 12 months we were in business, guys. We were really focused that year. We were working hard, staying consistent, getting new clients, servicing jobs, and we were able to, in our first year, do approximately $571,000, even though 12 months ago, we only purchased the company for an estimated $300,000. And I'm going to go over later some of the things that I think were responsible for this exceptional growth in year one. Let's go ahead and go to year two now. We're going to start in March of 2021. So this March of 2021, it was extremely cold in Kentucky. We did $28,000 in March of 2021. So not a super great month, but the next month we did $49,000. May, we did $59,000. June, we did $56,000. July was $75,000. August was $62,000. May, June, July, guys, without doubt, one of those 3 months is going to be your highest month of the year. July of 2021, $75,000. August of 2021, $62,000, $53,000, $60,000. November, starting to drop some more, $48,000. To start off the new year, to get up to the 12 months again, because remember we started in March. February of 2022 was about $43,000 as well. The second year we were in business, guys, the second 12-month period, we did approximately $638,000. Another great year, but that first year almost had the biggest growth. I think actually the company we purchased said they only had about $300,000 in annual sales, and I think it turns out we actually got a good deal. I think their business was just set up so poorly. I think that first year we were able to make things efficient, make more sales, and we started rolling. I think they just weren't executing sales properly and getting their stops done. So, all right guys, so we're getting into the third year that this company was in business. We're going to go March of 2022, we did $40,000. April of 2022, we did $65,000. May of 2022, we did $81,000, starting to pick up now. June of 2022, we did $86,000. July of 2022 was a huge month. We did $101,000 that month. That right there brought our annual sales to $740,000 over the past 12 months. August of 2022 was back down to 70. Then we stayed at 70, 71 for September and October. And then we're starting to get into the winter months again. 61K, 54K, 44K, and 62K November, December, January, February. After February of 2023, that marked being 36 months in business, so exactly 3 years. The company at that point was at $852,000. So I have exaggerated a little bit, guys. I'm going to tack on another. It's going to take us about 3.5 years to get to that $1 million mark. But let's just go over the numbers really quickly here for this last 6 months that we have been in business. March of 2023, the company had a sales of $78,000. April of 2023, the company had a sales of $112,000. May of 2023, $111,000. June of 2023, $105,000. July of 2023, $96,000. August of 2023 was about $83,000. And then September 2023 back up to about $100,000. And as of September of 2023, guys, if you take the last 12 months, this company had sales of $983,000. So I'm going to say that's pretty darn close to $1 million in annual sales. Just 6 or 7 termite treatments off of hitting that $1 million in annual sales. So that is the month-by-month story of how a pest control company in 3.5 years started from $300,000 in annual sales and went up to $1 million in annual sales. I think that's incredible, guys, especially considering what I'm about to tell you. This company, we spent less than $1,000 in marketing on an annual basis. This was all what we call in the business industry organic growth. So that means internal sales, word of mouth, basic marketing like having a website, and we're doing all of this in-house, guys. We're not paying $10,000 a year for billboards. We're not spending money on Google ads. We're not spending money on Facebook ads. We're not knocking on doors. We're not doing any of that, guys. We're focusing on having a really good business. Next, let's just go over my overall personal strategy and what I did in this company and how I think we had such great success in a fairly short amount of time. I don't want to pat myself on the back too hard here, guys, but in this company, I did all kinds of things, almost everything. I was a technician, I was a customer service rep, I ordered inventory, I ordered equipment, I scheduled equipment to be fixed, sold customers jobs, I did the financial statements, I paid the taxes, I got all the licensing needed for this company, I paid the bills, I took payments, I collected payments, I called customers asking for them to pay us on time. I spent hours and hours in this company every day, every week for 3.5 years, getting software set up, getting people hired in place, training, all kinds of stuff, guys. So I can tell you exactly what happened in this company. I'm not going to share with you the very specific details, but I am now going to tell you the overall strategy we took to have this great growth and success that I think we had in this 3.5 year period. I wanted to talk about a few different things in today's video, mainly just the overall strategies. My first main goal in this company when we took it over was to make our internal processes as efficient and optimized as possible. I wanted to make sure that we were ready for growth, guys. If we have technicians that don't know how to service jobs, if we have messy internal accounting systems or messy internal scheduling systems, guys, if you start getting more and more customers, it's just going to be more and more headaches. But if you set up things that are efficient, that use as little of your time as possible, then you're going to set yourself up for major success in the long run. It's the old dating saying, guys. People ask for dating advice and, oh, how do I impress girls or how do I impress guys? The classic saying is, well, just focus on yourself first and the right man or woman will come to you. And I think that's very true, guys. We focused on making our company as good as we could make it. We wanted our services top notch. We wanted our technicians to be able to know every single bug that customers were going to ask us about. We wanted our customer service reps to be able to answer any questions. We wanted our accounting systems to be down to a science. We wanted our bills to be paid automatically. We wanted to have our website a revenue and sales generating machine. We wanted our customers to be able to pay on our website with a credit card, so we didn't have to write credit card numbers down on the phone, or we didn't have to process a bunch of checks. We had all kinds of things, guys. We went from paper invoices to electronic invoices. We implemented an incredible time-efficient pest control software in BrioStack. When we took over this company, guys, the old company had literal index cards with the customer's name, phone number, address, and the last time that they were serviced, how much it was on a little index card. And they were rolling through these things when a customer called. They're like, hey, let me get your index card out. And it took them, 30 seconds to shuffle through and find the customer. And then they're like, okay, let me get you on the schedule. And they had a big book, guys. It was crazy. It was like they were living in the dinosaur ages. And this was just in 2020. We got in there and we had to clean up all their systems. It was a big mess. But I think that's why we had so much growth in just year one. With BrioStack software, our schedule is just like all on the computer. It literally takes just like a 2-second mouse click and we can see all the technician schedules on every day and like what time, how much the price is. But the old owners had a schedule book, a literal like thick book, and they wrote down the name, address, what service it was, and the time in like a schedule. There were 8 hours every day for different technicians. It was crazy, guys. It was crazy to see a business running like this, but they made it work. But we made it work even better. That's just the first thing I would recommend, is just making sure your systems are efficient. For example, the pest control software, BrioStack. Of course, a software it's more expensive than writing down with paper and pencil, customers' names and scheduling in an actual handwritten book. But that's gonna take you all day to call, schedule, and talk to customers. Where if you have a pest control software like BrioStack, you can just click it and be done with it in 2 seconds. So it makes it all completely worth it. Anything like that, guys, that's gonna save you time and maybe cost just a little more. But guys, time is your biggest asset. If you're wasting your time, you're going to be wasting money. As an owner or as a manager of a pest control company or any company, your time is the most valuable thing you have. So make sure you're not wasting your time. That would just be my first #1 recommendation on how to build a successful service industry company. Make sure you're doing everything properly internal first. And along that same line, guys, the people you hire in a service industry are extremely important. I always tell my technicians that pest control, it's like 10-15% knowing how to apply the chemical and knowing what bugs you're dealing with, and 85 to 90% it's just customer service, talking to the customer, seeing what problems they're having. Sometimes you're going inside people's homes, literally inside their bedrooms with them, so you have to be extremely customer service friendly. You have to put a smile on your face every day. You have to be polite, enthusiastic. If you have a great pest control technician and there's one ant or one spider that happens to crawl in, the customer is not going to be upset. But if you have a really rude pest control technician and one ant or one spider gets in, you better believe they're going to be calling in the next 5 minutes and giving you the hardest time possible. It's the same thing as on the phone, guys. I can't tell you how many times I call a company and their customer service reps are just rude and short with me, and it just puts me in a bad mood right off the bat. For example, guys, if a customer service rep answers the phone and just says, Walmart, that's the shortest, boring thing you can answer the phone with, and it gives all of the responsibility to the customer. But if you answer the phone, you say, hi, this is Daniel with Walmart. How can I help you today? That's going to go such a long way in making the sale, making the customer feel like they're wanted. It's so simple, guys, but you wouldn't believe how many companies don't implement just the simplest of things like that. And one thing that I was told a long time ago that has really stuck with me is that if you are a manager, your job isn't to boss people around. Your job is to make sure the people working under you can do their job as easily as possible. You want to work for whoever is underneath you in the company organization. So for example, if I was the manager of this pest control company, I wanted to make sure that all of the technicians that came in had the easiest day possible. They had all their equipment ready to go. They had their chemicals ready to go. They knew exactly what to do on every single stop. They knew exactly how to treat every single infestation. And I think that's super, super important. And I'm not saying to baby them, but you have to set up your company in a way that's going to put people in a position to succeed, and that's extremely, extremely important in my opinion. And I've got two guys. I will spill the beans on two of our internal marketing and external marketing strategies that allowed us to achieve this slow, steady, consistent, but really, really good growth over the years. We did a lot of internal sales. So that's the first one, internal sales, and the second one was internet marketing. And we're gonna go over both of those right now. The internal sales, guys, that is taking the customers that you already have and pushing them up to a more profitable level. If you have a customer that calls you once and they're like, hey, I just want one spray for spiders, that's great, you got a sale. But if you get a customer that calls you once a year, once every couple years, that's great. But if you can push this customer into an annual plan, a semi-annual plan, a quarterly plan, or even a monthly plan, guys, when they call us and they say, I just want one spray, you say, well, we can give you one spray, but if you do 4 sprays a year, a quarterly service, it's actually cheaper per spray. You're gonna get year-round coverage. So that was huge, guys. And then selling customers other service plans. So if someone calls about spiders, hey, maybe they have termites, or hey, maybe they have mosquitoes too. So in the service industry, guys, recurring services are the best. So you want as many recurring services as possible. A quick example, guys. So we had summer of 2020, summer of 2021, summer of 2022, and now we're just about done with summer of 2023, guys. The mosquito services in this company, the first year we had 20 mosquito services. 20 customers called us for mosquitoes. The second year we had 50 mosquito services. The third year we jumped to 90 mosquito services. And at the end of this year, guys, we're at 130 mosquito services. That's a huge growth in 3 years on just mosquito services. So we were just going to all these customers that were already calling us, already having us do service for them, and just asking, hey, do you want mosquito service? It's this much a month, yes or no? And 100 plus people had said yes to this mosquito service. So all of those things are examples of how internal sales can drive your revenue up extremely, extremely high, more than you would ever guess, more than new customers, guys. It's very hard to get a new customer. It's much, much easier to keep an existing customer. And then finally, guys, just the external marketing. I'm going to go over our external marketing strategy. Like I said, we didn't spend a ton of money on billboards, internet ads, newspaper ads, anything like that. We relied on primarily word of mouth. So we wanted to do every single job we went to, we wanted to have the customer have the best experience possible. So that, even though it's 2023, even though people say, everything's online these days, that word of mouth, it's still extremely, extremely powerful. I would say that was the majority of our marketing. We told ourselves we just want to have the best service possible at every single stop, and that was going to do the hard work for us. And I think it really, really paid off. And the second thing, guys, is online presence. So this is website, number 1. Number 2, it's social media profiles. Number 3, it's your business profiles, your Google business profile, your Bing, your Yelp. The main one, guys, is having a good website that converts views into phone calls, into sales. You want it to rank high for whatever city you're in, whatever terms you're trying to rank for. You want it to be at the top of the list, of the organic search list, guys. If you pay for ads on these Google or Yahoo or Bing searches, you can get to the top, but what most people click on is that first organic search. You want it to tell your customers exactly what you do, why they should choose you. It has to be very powerful and convincing. And I built the website for this company completely by myself, guys. I spent no telling how many hours, probably 100 or more hours building this website, and it ranks first in the city we want it to rank for. When anyone searches anything like ants, spiders, pest control, termites in this city, the website ranks first, and I know that's where a ton of our new customers came from. And also just having a good Google business profile, that's really important. Getting those reviews online, those reviews are really hard to get. And then the social media accounts like Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, TikTok, just having some sort of presence on those is important. Some companies do really, really well with this, have a big Facebook or big Instagram or YouTube following and generate sales from that. But overall, guys, and this is most important, over everything I just said. You have to work hard and you have to be consistent. If you don't put in the time, if you don't come in every day and get your stuff done and stay consistent, then the business is going to fail or you're not going to grow as much as you want it to. So there's no getting past hard work. Even though the pest control industry has up and down sales every month, you shouldn't take the winter months off and just go vacation all the time. Everyone needs a vacation, but you need to stay consistent and work hard throughout the year. And if you do it well, then you're going to make money. So I guess that's about it for today's video. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you made it to this point, I assume you enjoyed the video. Please just smash the like button. It helps me out a ton. Also, comment on the video. Let me know what you guys thought. I would really appreciate it. All that engagement helps out my channel, and I really appreciate all the support I get on this channel. And thank you guys so much for watching another Dan the Bugman pest control video, and I will see you guys again next time.